everyone and hope you're well. Welcome to today's video. So, I thought we would bust the myth of primers. To prime or not to prime, that is the question. What is a primer? Well, back in the day, you'd have one basic primer that was meant to form a barrier between your skin and your foundation, protecting your skin from foundation, helping it apply better and making your foundation last longer. But these days, we need a lot more from our primers. We have different skin issues that we want to address, so it's not one primer fits all. The basis of a primer for you is to correct any niggling skin issues that might prevent your base from applying smoothly. You might have dry, rough patches that you want smoothing out. You might have excess oily skin and it's causing your foundation to slip and slide and disappear throughout the day. In that case, you want something that's got longevity, that's going to really hold your foundation. Again, with technology today, a lot of primers are built into your foundation, so you might not need it at all. So you might want to address illumination or dull skin, so you might try an illuminating primer, for example. So there's lots of different categories that you can choose from that you need to figure out what you're looking for in a primer. Do you need one? Not necessarily. If your skincare routine is up to scratch, you're cleansing, you're exfoliating, you're doing a glycolic, you're hydrating your skin, then you shouldn't really need a primer. But if you're working long hours and maybe your foundation isn't very long wearing, you might want to try a primer. It's up to you, give or take. But I'm 37, I've got oily acne prone skin, and these are some of the primers that I swear by. And I'm going to take you through some of them. Okay, first off, we've got Benefit Porefessional. Everybody knows about this primer. It's a cult classic. It's been around for centuries. It's oil-free, it's lightweight, it's got a slight tint. It says it's translucent, but as you can see, it's got a slight tint. And what this does, it's perfect for oily skin. It really helps to control oil, but it smooths out pores. So if you're like me, you've got really large pores, this is just going to help to smooth out pores in the center panel. When I use this, I typically use this in my center panel. It's also a great one for popping into your handbag. So throughout the day, if you're getting a little bit oily, instead of applying more powder, you can just apply a bit of this in the T-zone. This is good, like I said, for oily, blemish-prone skin, or anyone who just really wants a poreless base, a smooth slip. It's got that kind of soft, velvety feel. It's comfortable, it doesn't clog the pores, and it makes makeup apply over the top beautifully, and again, helps the longevity of your foundation. Next up, we've got BareMinerals Prime Time Original. This is your basic primer. What this is going to do is it's going to smooth out any lumps and bumps in the skin, any sort of flaky bits that you want erased. It's just going to give you that smooth canvas. It's going to control oil. It's going to reduce your pore size, the appearance of it. It's just going to give you a smooth all over. So if you're like, well, I haven't really got any issues, I've got a few dry patches, I just want a basic primer, then this is one for you. It's clear, it's silky, it glides across the skin, it's smooth, it leaves skin looking soft, focusy, and lets your foundation apply perfectly. If you're a mineral makeup wearer, again, it's a perfect one to wear under your BareMinerals Original to help it glide on a lot better and to increase the longevity of it as well. So that's a great one. Another favorite of mine, BareMinerals, this is the Combo Control Milky Face Primer Balance. Now, if you're not a fan of that silicone feel that most primers have, the Benefit and the Prime Time have, then you will like this. This is more like a lotion. It doesn't feel like a primer at all. It doesn't have that velvety, smooth feel to it. It's actually lotion-like, so you won't feel like you're applying a primer. This is excellent if you're really oily in the summer and you're just wearing your antioxidant serum and this as your /moisturizer. It's lightweight, you won't feel it on the skin, it won't dry out the skin. So if you're that's why it's called Combo Control, because you might not be oily, you might just be combination, therefore you don't need something so oil controlling. This is perfect. It's lightweight, it's smoothing, it balances out the skin, balances out oily parts, hydrates dry parts, so it's a perfect all-rounder if you're combination. Now, like I said, some of our skincare and makeup already have built-in primers, and one of my favourites is the Bobbi Brown Hydrating Gel Cream. This has a built-in primer in it, so you don't need to use an additional primer. This again is a beautiful, lightweight moisturiser. It does something incredible to your foundation. My foundation looks 10 times better when I wear this. It makes skin look bright, plump, hydrated, makeup goes over the top beautifully. I mean, what do you expect? It's Bobbi Brown, you know, it's like, of course it is. It's absolutely gorgeous. So if I'm going out of an evening and I'm not using SPF, I will use this because it's got everything in, and you don't want to put too much on your face if you're having photography as well and having flashback. So this is the perfect one. Or perhaps you're going to be indoors of a day, or you're going to be, you know, taking photographs at an event indoors, whatever, and you don't need your SPF, then you can use this. It's absolutely gorgeous under foundation. I mean, I love the way this looks underneath. I would, if it had an SPF, no, you don't want it to have an SPF because otherwise you're going to get flashback. It's just a beautiful lightweight moisturizer if you're oily, combination, or perhaps you layer on a lot of skincare and serums and you want just a light moisturizer and you don't want another moisturizer and a primer. This will be perfect for you. Now, last but not least, we've talked about mattifying, we've talked about pore refining, we've talked about skin texture, but what if your skin's really dull and grey and dry looking and just pale and not had any sort of, you know, winter sun, and you just feel a bit blah? Then this is your sunshine in a bottle. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. It's packed with hyaluronic acid, so it's going to plump that dry skin. They come in different shades. I've got the shade 4 medium, so it's going to add a bit of colour, a bit of glow, a bit of life to skin. You know, after Christmas and the winter season, you are going to be looking a bit lackluster because you're not outside as much, or, you know, you're just feeling a little bit, you know, central heating, being outside, coming inside, not going outside, whatever, you name it. This is going to bring the glow back to your skin. It is absolutely beautiful under foundation on its own because it gives you that little bit of a coverage, but not a lot. I love this all over the face. Like me, if you wear maybe heavier foundations, this is beautiful under a full coverage matte foundation because that glow is just going to come through ever so slightly through the foundation. It's beautiful mixed with a foundation, or, you know, mixed with a moisturizer if you don't wear foundation, but it's just going to give your skin a bit of a glow, a bit of a boost. It's going to hydrate it. It's going to smooth out any sort of dry texture. It's going to illuminate the skin, therefore, you know, it's going to blur out any of those imperfections that you might have. It's gorgeous. And don't be alarmed at the sheen because it's very subtle. It's a very subtle, soft sheen, natural looking sheen that just looks gorgeous on the skin. So I highly recommend this if you've got slightly mature skin or you just want a little bit of boost to your makeup, then this is perfect. So there you have it. Those are my tried and true primers. Let me know what some of your favourite primers are and some of your recommendations, and you know, let me know, do you use a primer? Is it important in your skincare regime? At the moment, I use that Hollywood Flawless Filter every day because I just love the glow that it gives. So yeah, that's about it really. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're having a great week and I'll chat to you soon. Bye.